So let's go over to strings and actually look at strings in depth. Now let's open our PHP tag, and right here we're going to be looking at some functions that PHP have already provided for us on strings. Some things we can do with our strings. So the first thing we want to do is actually get the length of letters in a strings. Now, for example, let's just go ahead and create a variable, and right here I want to say name is equal to code it me academy. So right here I want to get the length of letters in this string, and there's actually a function that we can use for that. Let's just go ahead and echo this and say string length. Now if you go over this, and you can actually see this, we take an argument of a string and it will return an integer. Now the integer will be the length of the string. So let's go ahead and see that, and right here let's say $name, which is our string. And to actually save us a lot more of time, we can actually copy this and put it in directly. So we don't need to declare a variable, and right here we can just put in our string directly. Okay, so let's go over and refresh this. This is 16, and if we should count this one after the other, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So this actually 16, which is correct. That's length of the length of letters in the string. Now another thing we can do, let's just comment this out. Now another thing we can do is to actually get the number of words in a string. Okay, so if we should go ahead and echo string, this is word count. This way, if we go over this and you can actually read about this, let's just go over this. Yeah, now this will return an integer like you can see here, and it takes parameter of a string. Okay, so let's just put in code it me academy, and let's just close this, and let's see what the value will be. Let's refresh, and you can see 2. That means we only have 2 words in this string, right? So another thing we can also do is, let's go over ahead and echo, and this will be a string reverse. And what this function actually does is it reverses the string. Now the first letter will become the last letter, and the last letter will become the first letter, and it goes in a sequence like that. So right here, if I should go over and paste our word, our string rather, and let's just refresh this, and you can see the first becoming the last, and the last becoming the first, and this have actually reversed our string. Now another thing we can do is we can search for a particular word in a string. For example, I say echo, this will be the function is string position, and you can read more about it right here if you go over it. And right here we can actually bring, and this will actually take 2 parameters. Now the first parameter is your word, while the second parameter is what you want to search within that word. So for example, code it me academy is awesome, right? So right here I want to search for awesome. So this will be a string too. Now you can notice that this awesome is within this word. I'm searching for this awesome within this word, and this function will return the position of this particular word within the string. So hopefully that makes sense to you, and let's just go over and refresh, and you can see this word was found on the 20th position. So hopefully this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, please go ahead, take your time and study it. So the next thing we want to look at is how to actually replace text within a string. So if we should have a string, and this will be string replace. So you can see there are a whole lot of string function you can use right here. You can see them. They are actually very much. We can just go over a few ones, and I'm actually showing you the important ones that will be relevant when you're actually building your project. So this will actually be string replace, and this will take three arguments. Now the first argument that this will take is uh, the word that you want to search for within a string. The other argument is the word you want to replace the initial word with, and the third argument is the string itself. So right here I want to replace academy. So I'm going to search for academy, and right here I want to replace it with school, and right here I'll just bring in my normal string, which is this, and we're actually going to close this. So if we refresh, you'll notice right here academy will be replaced by school. Let's just go over here and refresh. So you can see it's still not changing. That means we must have an error somewhere, and if we should check, yeah, this is AY, this is, yeah, we have a typo here. So let's refresh this. Yeah, so you can see code it means school is awesome. So this is how you replace a text within a string, and you can actually do this for a plain text. If we should do this, so anywhere it sees AC, and it's just going to replace that. So you can see that right here.